afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, host Imperial Dane, master of propaganda. Note, though, this is not a Monday Night Fight, despite being Monday. Sadly, I'm having a bit of trouble getting some proper sleep, apparently. Though probably in some cases due to someone partying out loud outside, which rather doesn't help with my sleep all the way. So, rather than have the energy to go for a lot of novice quality replays and look for them, it does require a bit more energy. Yes, they can be a bit draining since it tends to get a lot of very much quickly the same thing over and over again. So I rather opted for something a bit more higher level and with a bit more excitement to it. So my apologies to those who sent in for Monday Night Fight. Hopefully, of course, there'll be something next Monday, but for now I rather had to go for something I figured could put some energy into without draining myself deeply. So we'll be watching Clegg Wing Bird Murder PI, played by Tom Selleck. They're not really fighting for the United States here, for the 1st Armored Division, striking out against Big Bull, aka Angreifen, which for some reason taking up this name, or this nom de guerre as of late. Fighting for Germany, for the Reich, for the 21st Panzer Division here. Truck rushing out, Volksreising there, Sturmpanzerung northward. We're seeing nothing at Kuhlwagen also on the way here for Angreifen. I'll just keep calling him that. Noting, by the way, here, dual assault engineer squad start here for Clegg Wing. Probably sort of, well, obviously intending sort of into the village, and they're hoping to use the assault engineers up in the close quarters more effectively with their grease guns. Coming up a bit there with the grease guns, doing a bit of damage here. The Kuhlwagen a bit too close, and the thing is, it's still such a reasonably big target that even at longer ranges, this grease guns actually have a reasonable chance of actually hitting it. So a little fun fact there.
Ready for action.
Looks like he might... Oh, he's probably baiting it into the village here. Close. Clever, clever. Then the Kuhlwagen sets up at the same time he flanks up here. Good job there by Clegg. Striking at the sides of the Kuhlwagen, doing quite a bit of damage up close. He could have closed up there to the truck. I think he might even then be able to get it, but of course there's no discussion our way. He's also getting some riflemen out. Also knowing what commanders do. Big Bull have, well, he's going to stay down for breakthrough here, so never mind, never mind. Points are being secured here. Doctrinally, by the way, it's... Well, he's got more for infantry, specifically his riflemen, whereas Angreifen split for the Obersoldaten and also a bit for the Leites Infanteriegeschütz. But so far managed to force the Kuhlwagen out of the village. Waiting for it to get to repairing more troops to get to... Oh, the Sturmpanzer's got the assaulters there. Soldiers were a bit too silly there, running across open ground and quickly getting gunned down there by the Sturmgewehrs of the Sturmpioniere.
You got a rifle squad waiting for orders.
Troops thinking about there, some troops holding up there. And there goes Sturmpanzer being engaged by the rifle. The rifle should probably get out of the negative cover towards, behind the tree maybe. There we go. There's something on the other side of it. Ultimately not getting the bonuses, but there we go. You do see Jürgen going down in a ditch, joined by Friedrich. More riflemen running. There's 2 rifle squads, 2 assault unit squads so far. And the Sturmpanzers with minesweepers as well. Very interesting, very interesting. He seems a bit concerned maybe. That's something. Mechanized men headquarters up, and we've got the Kuhlwagen operational already. And there we go, quick volley fire. Assault units then closing in from the other side. Good, good there, forcing him to sort of choose. Either he has to get out of there or he has to allow himself to be suppressed. A very nice tactical decision there by Clegg. And there we go, the Volkswagen getting absolutely shattered up there. Nicely executed, but we do see the Kuhlwagen sort of arrives, but a bit too late to sort of save situation for the Volkswagen. But still might be able to give Clegg there a bit of a good beating. Nice flank there for the reaction troops, getting a bit of damage in there on the Kuhlwagen. And there we go, got the assault units finally ready again to strike out versus the Krauts. A 3rd rifleman squad on the way here, so Clegg Wing going for a reasonably infantry heavy start though with a mix of riflemen and assault engineers. Also seems like these riflemen have been slightly forgotten there. And also quickly laying down some of the light anti-tank mine to deal with the Kuhlwagen. Could be why Angreifen got in the match, of course, to deal with those in case, of course, this combat may be in trouble. Though, I mean, they're not really effective versus anything heavier than that, almost. Even when you get a ton of them. Though they are cheap, and there we go. A whole bunch of them, so if the Kulbang decides to go through here, it will definitely regret it very quickly. A consideration could also be for some of the assault to at least get flamethrowers, although it probably should be this one. The other unit is rather low in health and ultimately would not be quite effective for some time. Ambulance on the way. So no taking up so far. Interesting, interesting.
Krauts are sniffing around our asses. Tactical point being captured.
Troops reinforcing. No grenades either. I mean, could consider going for it since he's got the bulletin for it. Storm pioneers on the moon on the left flank. Another truck arriving. Of course, we might see a Puma or a flak half tech anytime soon. There goes Soldier reporting. We do see a flamethrower on the way here, so we're ready to burn out those Krauts. Smoke them out. There we go. Kuban moving up right from inside the church. Might hold an archery pop at the same time. Assault engineers out in the open will be easy targeted for the Kubelwagen. Oh, we got the entire unit. That was quite unfortunate development there for Angreifen while they're up near. Oh, out in the open, easy target of the Sturm Pioneer. The Sturm Pioneers themselves are false away though, due to the large presence. Right flank largely unguarded. Makes good progress there for Angreifen. Whereas the tent on the left flank, we are seeing that Clegg is making good progress on the other hand. Still no sign of taking up. Interesting, interesting. Wonder what he could be thinking or planning for. It looks like there might be a choice here from Angreifen. Puma would be a likely choice. Quite common. Since he's gone for breakthrough. Very popular combo. Breakthrough with Panzer Fusiliers and then the Pumas. So far, oh, there we go. We got the Panzer Fusiliers already arriving here. And the Puma. So, nothing too surprising there from Angreifen so far. Kubman putting back here for some repairs again. Ambulance healing up troops to the front line. Both assault units, by the way, now upgraded with flamethrowers, further increasing the offensive might here of Clegg Wing's infantry forces. And there we go. First engagement with the Puma, striking up towards left flank. Striking versus rifle with no veterans, thus no anti-tank rifle grenades, thus being easy targets here for the Puma. Good decision there. Also quickly sends them running off and guard a few point. Would have been a slightly different story had they had any kind of veterancy, but so far most of the damage and killing has been done by the assault engineers, so there's hardly a threat there. More anti-tank mines up there, but right in front of the enemy, so Angreifen, if he pays attention, might be less keen on moving straight into that.
Captain just took the battlefield.
And we do finally got some tech there from Clegg. He's gone captain. The Sukas, anti-tank gun, howitzers and Stuarts. There you go. One mine went kablooey.
The capture point is being overrun.
Taking fire! Contact! Enemy scout car!
It's a bit of quiet action there. Right flank pushed up. Mines getting discovered here. Huge cluster of them. Puma here reasonably unchallenged at the moment. We do see a Stuart light tank on the way. The captain also moving up, of course. Also got the Kubelwein there providing a bit of pressure. Additionally. And there we go, give out for the fleas here on the Panzer Fusiliers, increasing their firepower further versus the enemy infantry, also the line of sight. Not sure what he intends to do with all of those assault units at that range. They're not really going to help him much, I'm afraid. Probably better off if he tried to flank around, maybe, but I don't know, maybe he's trying to draw fire here. The assault units, in fact, are looking pretty bad. One unit already down to 2 men low on health. And the Puma continuing to fire here as well on the left flank. But there we go, we got the Stuma moving up while the captain's setting up position as well. Now things should be getting a bit hotter here for Angreifen's vehicles.
Frag grenades now available for
And there you go, we got grenades up, so frag and smoke available now here for Clegg's men, but over here to Angreifen. Noticeably short men. He's also flooding a ton of manpower. We really should do something about that. I could easily suggest maybe getting the Sturm officer to help his infantry, as an example. Getting a Kenmeth, not a bad idea. Another Panzer Fusilier or a Sturm Pioneer unit could also be a good suggestion there for Angreifen. Either way, he probably shouldn't be flooding that much manpower either way. Of course, another suggestion would be to now actually go for a Schwerer Panzer Quarters, named straight for Obersoldat, and that could also be a good choice, and then of course later on a Panther. Options are there, the options are many. Oh yeah, the Sturm Pioneers looks like about to go down. Caught in a nasty engagement, and Saltney is basically covering the retreat path there, mowing them down and leaving nothing but burned out husks. Overall, the Angreifen's advance is slowing down a bit here under the resistance of Clegg. And there goes getting a replacement Sturm Pioneer unit, of course also the other Panzer Fusilier unit there as well, so it's a bit of manpower there vanishing. And Intense opts for battle group headquarters, so no attempt at aiming for Obersoldaten. Sadly. There you go. Shots going off there, stun rounds, bazookas. Puma is in dire straits. He did manage to pop smoke, but there we go. Almost got it, almost got it. Shot. Ah, missed. Rather close shave there for Angreifen's Puma. Schwerer punches way back, managed to successfully pull it back. Flamethrowers there opening up in the building. Rather bad idea to be versus flamethrowers in a roof, a thatched roof building.
The enemy has cut our supply. Mobile command has been set. The static post is now in operation. Ready?
Quick to set about repairs there. Trading munitions for fuel as well. I do wish he'd gone for spare panzer quarters either way. Still with assault engineers, troops moving about. Securing points. Alles gut. Panzer Fusilier fighting here. They were technically sort of more of a different name for Panzer Grenadiers, by the way. Part of a sort of few units overall. While they're sort of meant to be reconnaissance here, I mean that was actually sort of for the Panzer Division and Panzer Grenadier Divisions. Those were known as Aufklärer, and for the Infantry Division they were just known as regular Fusiliers. So a little fun fact there. Fusiliers, though, in the Infantry Division was generally also seen as sort of a bit more in the divisional elite, better equipped with, for example, light machine guns, as an example. And they also, besides having the elite, divisional elite, also as reconnaissance troops. So, bit of overlap there, bit of overlap. Out of the way. Kenmeth here covering though, Puma, and looks like he's still making a larger push towards the left flank. He's pretty much deduced that here is where Clegg will sort of be defending his best, so he's probably figuring a large assault here towards the left flank will probably have the best success. With the Puma and the Kugelwagen here. And he lost to the Kenmeth there, rather unfortunate. And there we go, demo charge up, not bad, not bad.
Our resource sector has been cut off from our supply chain.
The advance continues here from Angreifen, swiftly, steadily. And a lot of anti-tank mounts going down there at the crossroads. A soldier taking become fire from the two Panzer Fusilier units advancing in a big force. Schnell, Johann, get into the building, kick the door in. Stop apologizing, we're Germans, not Canadians. There we go, quick recruiting the Raketenwerfer. He seems a bit worried here, blasting at the ground with his Puma. Might be mines, or maybe the demo charge is running about. A demo charge, probably didn't see it go down. Pack Howitzer moving up, oh, the show party there met some rather severe resistance there from Clegg's men. And following up with a Stuka zu Fuß attempt at aiming for a Panther, that could result in an advantage here for Clegg if Clegg plays his cards right. Not entirely sure why that was an idea he went for. And there you go, you see the flamethrower opening up. Stewart not joining in as well. And there you go. They pretty much got the retreat path they covered. But looks like they're all in a good enough condition to get away reasonably unscathed.
We're ready to move.
But they go catching the entire unit there with the Kubelwagen. Sadly, they're all in light cover. And they're all advancing with the captain in tow. Ready to knock it out. Kuma joining in as well. A bit of trouble there. And we almost got the Decisive, almost, but not quite. And there goes, suppression kicks in. Suppressing those Yankee dogs with a good shooting or two. And looks like sadly wasn't paying attention around here, which rather can render the demo charge invalid. It's not on mine. It doesn't automatically activate. There you go, pack house opening up in the German infantry positions, making things rather difficult here for Paul. Another Panzer facility being upgraded there with the Gewehr 43s, the German semi-automatic rifle of choice. There was the Gewehr 41, but that actually had a lot of issues, so rather on after they got the Soviet SVT 40, they used that to sort of design their Gewehr 43, which was overall better. Though it was reasonably still tricky to produce. As overall so limited using numbers, and getting it was only quick to sort of like... Oh! Stuka's Fußballers then knocks out the building. Pack house, they're still standing, although most of the crew is probably shaking a bit after all those rockets. And the governor is striking back nicely, and might want to be careful there with 6 fully. And the major's already up, thus meaning he's taken out. He's got tanks out, and that could leave Angreifen in a bit of a sticky spot, since he's got very little to sort of really deal with. He's got the Puma, and he's got the Kenmeth, but considering the terrain here to some extent, the Sherman could have the advantage to support with the Stewart. And there we go! The Kenmeth is spotted here. Does manage to get into the ship, but at the same time a bad angle. And there you go, cleared out. I think he spotted it, but not quite either way again. There you go, quick anti-tank rifle connect, fails there to connect. Stewart gets away. Replacement came over here for Angreifen using actually moving up the Puma to try and deal with the Stewart now. I think the Stewart here has a chance of getting knocked out. He's trying to get behind the building. There we go, there we go. One shot missed. Stewart got behind the building, saving the day there. Good choice there by Clegg. Meanwhile, the advance up north is stalling down in front of the captain. And now the Sherman's joining in further, pretty much ensuring the Volkswagens won't be getting any further that day. And in fact, we saw their Volkswagen went down here to the Sherman Captain combo. And not the Captain Sherman combo. He's really intent on getting that.
We now stand at 300 points.
Come on, Dieter, can't you hit it? My grandmother could hit that. I don't think my grandmother knows how to operate a Puma Spielwagen, so maybe not. Oh, there we go, he got it, huge kaboom. Interesting half again. I mean, with the infantry scout, he would essentially not gone for Sturm Officer, and it's certainly opposite line with a Sturm Officer would have been a very interesting combination overall. Puma then coming in at 5 for the Sherman. Kubwagen heavy at top as well there. Tilly firing in. And we got the Kenmeth joining in. Sherman heavily damaged. Good, good. Stukas of Fuß, though, still needs to be a bit careful, and there we go. Barraging away. Might want to abandon the church. And the church got turned into a necropolis. Because there versus the assault units, the assault units quickly moving in and making a rather short work of those gentlemen. You might got advance into the village centre. Right flank though needs to be sort of straightened up here by Angreifen. Needs to secure it. Gain some of those victory points, because the victory points are lagging a bit behind. Still no further sign of taking up. He's also floating a bit of manpower. I'm not entirely sure why he keeps doing that, and then why he gets a lot of false grenadiers. Again, a Storm Officer, some more Panzerfuss, I think, would overall be a much more cost-effective choice for him at the current moment. Even some more Sturmpioniere.
Grenadier are on the line.
But time for the mid-game analysis. Current situation is that Clegg is rather holding the map quite nicely. On the other hand, we do note that Angreifen is slightly ahead in kills and damage, but territorially he's a bit buggered. He's also getting a ton of infantry, he's floating a bit of resource, but it seems like he's getting that bit under control as well. Still, he needs to straighten that out as well, and again, I really wouldn't suggest him getting a ton of Volksgrenadiers. I mean, as the game progresses, they overall become less and less worth it when you have to call them in. He'd be better off maybe aiming for the Sturm Officer or some Panzerfusiliers. The Sturm Officer, of course, could boost other troops in their combat effectiveness. When just getting some Sturm Pioneers or further add some more solid firepower, they could also be used to support the vehicles a bit more directly on the battlefield. I mean, those things I think would do him a lot more good. Another option could also be going for lightest infantry, because shoots a bit of light artillery might also provide him with a few more benefits in this fight. Overall, though, he needs to sort of strike out more focused at the moment, sort of gain back some territory, gain back something that sort of points towards more fuel. In particular, get that munition connected, he would get more fuel from the trade-off from it, and that would definitely benefit him quite nicely. And I really think you should try aiming for a spare Panzer headquarters first, some Obersoldaten, and then the Panther. Either that or you should begin aiming for a second Puma as soon as possible. In fact, that could be right now, and in that way have something that could provide a bit more pressure versus the enemy armor. At least from numbers. So that's also something I think should be strongly considered there by Angreifen. As for Clegg, I mean, he's got a reasonably solid force. His infantry is suffering a bit. He could maybe consider getting some upgrades for it. Bazookas or BARs. The bazookas will certainly be helpful there versus the Pumas. So that should be something you could consider. Otherwise, he's looking reasonably well. He might want to consider getting a Wolverine and maybe later on a Bulldozer to sort of help versus further of, you know, Angreifen's unit. The tank so could help versus the Puma. The Bulldozer Sherm could, of course, quickly clear up the infantry that remains here for Angreifen and also soak up shots from the Puma. It's reasonably good at that. So that should also be something there to consider. But back to the fight here. He should just basically otherwise keep up the pressure. Continue to push the tempo.
Good to go. Looks like we're getting into the excitement. All right, you guys. Crew ready. You got a rifle squad waiting for orders.
Interesting enough, he's never moved that Stukas away from there. And of course, I mean, the many vehicles when somebody got mounted with these Wolfram and 40, there of course was the Hutch case, as we know it from the first company. Was one variant as well. They also mounted some French vehicles with it, and there was also a more sort of static mount of it, more like a Nebelwerfer as we know it, where there was sort of those set up. A larger box information, little fun fact there. And in fact, I think there was actually a Nebelwerfer that fired rockets that are about that large. So another little fun fact there. They got the Nebelwerfer Puma opening up there with his 50mm gun, by the way, the exact same gun that the Panther III used. And while for some reason he sort of decides to work through it like a tank, so there's a reason why they shifted out the Panther III from production, because ultimately that 50mm gun, even high velocity, as this is, really didn't do much versus, the, for example, even T-34s.
Ready for action.
So a little something there to keep in mind. A little something there to keep in mind. There we go. M10 Wolverine tank destroyer, sort of the first proper tank destroyer they had. Other ones before were largely improvised solutions. Another barrage there, quick to get the rifleman out this time around, good. Launching forward, we could see the Kubang veterans, he's free. Closing in on veteran 4, grenade going off there on it. And then he's coming up with an anti-tank rifle. There go the Kubang, tries to get away, but it's too late already there. And it is good night. Kubelwagen drives into the ditch and blows up. Horrible stuff.
Sherman ready to go.
Also quick here to sort of order it to engage vehicles only. Makes sense when it comes to the M10 Wolverine. Not really going to do much versus enemy infantry, if anything.
Armor ready. The capture point is being overrun.
There we go. Academy having a bad position and eased out flank there by the Sherman. That could have been handled a bit better there, I think, by Angreifen. Puma advances forwards. Tank side versus the Puma. Looks like the Puma actually, no, briefly only disengaged, but seems to be going back here for the M10. Well, there seems like the pack cards really hasn't able to do much. Maybe it's also his crew's been wasted and replaced. Also noting he's gone for high closer ramps. He's largely dealing with soft skin vehicles. He's not too worried about dealing with the Puma at the moment. Nice hit there from the pack howitzer. Oh, but looks like he's also got an Infanterie. Shoots himself out here, Mr. Angreifen. Some light artillery to strike back versus the Amerikaner. And they've got a lot of infantry climbed up there. Good barrels there. Could do a lot of good here for Angreifen and his course. The infantry are going up. Of course, here the Panzer is not having much luck dealing with that. Smoke going in. And there go just close range artillery knocking out so many Panzer Fusiliers, while the assault engineers clears out the rest largely. A nasty assault there. Resulting in a brave retreat there from Angreifen. Another barrage there. It doesn't look like he's trying to sort of catch the enemy assault there. Otherwise, I think he could have angled a bit better. He does get one of the assault units. That's good. For him anyway, so that's so for Clegg. Lightest infantry shoots at the moment doesn't actually seem very effective after those changes to its shooting as well. Not sure why. I just generally haven't seen it overall perform very well in many of the replays I've so far seen featuring it. You do note the Clegg is always laying down a good sort of control over the map. In particular, since he doesn't have to worry about anything from the Schwerer Panzer headquarters at the moment. Again, no Lux, no Obersoldaten, no Panther. Ooh, trees and flying. The two Panzer Fusilier units ready to move out again, striking vorwärts. Grenade there. Sturmpanzer is forced to fall out, but he's getting back the territory, he's getting back the map, and he's also getting some victory points, at least somewhat. There we go, the pack howitzer fires away again, almost effectively 2, which would increase damage and penetration, making much more lethal versus light. And there you go, tank shots well, Panzer Strike, they're going back here against the M10. Oof, that was one hell of a close shot there from the pack howitzer. Good lord. We do see that the centre of the village has largely been turned into a moon crater landscape. There you go, another grenade. Oh, but a bit too far here. A bit of waste of ammunition. On the other hand, the Germans get off a good shield granate against the Americans, seeing many of them dead by the entrance to the cemetery.
Losing a capture point.
Looks like he is not taking up. He's lost a lot of resources. I fear he might have tried to go for the Jagdpanzer IV, and he did. Also good harassment move there towards the fuel, though he did take some punishing losses there.
Watch for my hand signals.
You could very well consider getting a 105mm Sherman there to sort of deal with infantry in the lighter vehicles now. But nope, actually goes for Scott. Some lighter self-propelled artillery to join in with his pack cowards, I imagine. Oh dear. Rather close quarters action here, but there we go. At the same time, they need to get away there from the where the gun is otherwise sighted, otherwise, you know, it's not going to help much jamming the turret traversal. Yeah, Panzer advancing there with its high velocity 75mm gun.
Reinforcements in. Welcome to the death factory, boys. Stick with me, you might just make it.
Small attempt to hit the northern points there with some panzer fighters that do the harassment. Alrighty. Not a bad idea, so he needs to sort of try and spread out his opponent again before landing a good strike. But at the same time, I mean, the Panzer IV is going to limit his sort of capabilities to sort of really exploit anything good happening.
We're losing a capture point.
In particular, since there's no infantry support, I mean, it's going to be absolutely ineffective as the infantry advance. In that regard, we do see that he's ultimately forced to quickly fall out of the village, and he's got absolutely nothing that could stop the counter-infantry force, in particular since the Panzer IV is largely useless. We see another demo charge here. He doesn't really seem to be able to place them at a good spot, though. There seems to be a bit of a problem there for Clegg. He keeps placing them in a spot where basically he has to leave, and then he can't keep an eye on, in which case there's not really much use for the little demo charge. Dear, there's a Panzerschreck drop there. That's bad news, except apparently Johnny there can't hit anything. There we go. Anti-tank rocket grenade and a follow-up bazooka rocket there. Does a nice bit of damage to the Panzer IV force to fall back. Stuga's food holding department. In fact, it could end up in a bit of a traffic jam. The Puma force to keep everything coming alongside the flat emplacement. Another bazooka shot there. Maybe, you know, Panzerschreck here. Either way, the Panzer IV is quite damaged. Now needs to get away. Another hit. Assault need to fall back. Need to fall back, get away, and dead.
We lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out.
Looks like he could be trying here to steal away the light infantry gun.
Orders incoming.
That could actually work. In particular, he tried to lay down some smoke screens while pulling up, but now we got the Puma moving in, so a bit too late. Another Sherman on the way.
We're losing a capture point.
So looks like he won't be getting that, and lightest infanterie shots.
All right, fellas. Final test. Ready. A capture point is under
Panzer
attack.
Fusilier run off.
Wait, hold fire.
The continued progress on the right flank, as the centre and the left is lost for the time being.
Back to full strength. What the hell am I meant to do with these? Objective secure. Green can be. Well, grab your shit and follow me. Armor here. Crew ready.
And back to Angreifen. Overall, also one thing to note, he really hasn't made much use of his commander whatsoever. We've seen no breakthrough tactics sort of rapidly, you know, unravel territory, for example. We've seen no storm officer. So far, there's clearly no sign of assault artillery either. No. Well, I'm not going to bother the Yakchi. That's really not worth it, in particular in a 1 versus 1. It really has no usage. Nasty strikes there, but the Stugas... Oh, Stuart went... Scott went down there. So Campana came there for Jack Panzer for barrage. Quickly following up the good hit there on the M10 of the Jack Panzer was ultimately forced to fall back into the presence of a lot of bazookas there and the Panzerschreck. And there go, damage engine here on the Yak Panzer IV. Puma's trying to cover as best as can. Needs more infantry up though. The Stugas of Fus also trying to fire down in support, keeping the Yak Panzer IV safe from total annihilation. And the rifle squad with the Panzerschreck got utterly removed from the face of this earth. Their mangled bodies, the only thing indicating there might have been men there once. Nasty stuff. There we got the Puma moving up here, closing in on Veteran 4 though. There we go, increased round range. Just one problem, he's close, currently too close for a down effect, and there we go, he was too slow to pull back, essentially wasting the Veteran 4 Puma. He should have been much quicker to fall back, and in particular once he got that. Instead, we do finally see our assault barrage going down. We also, he's actually trading fuel for munition, but there you go. Assault artillery to lay down a barrage to 21st Panzer Junker Strike 4, but currently he's rather lacking the sort of follow-up on such a strike. Awful lot of artillery here. Strike there on the M10, the pack howitzer. And the cemetery. And there you go, the smoke follow up here. Though sadly he doesn't actually have any units sort of follow through it. I mean, it's sort of funny, people only get it for the artillery, they never sort of use it for the smoke screen and after it pops down, because it is actually a pretty thick one, which could be useful for launching in a follow-up assault there with the opponent forced out, but either way. Ooh, veterans with 3 assault engineers versus virtually 2 Panzer Fusiliers. The Panzer Fusiliers overall have been rather limited in what they can actually do in this battle. They haven't gotten a lot of kills and they haven't gotten a lot of veterancy. That's definitely a bit unfortunate here for Big Bull. Neither can the same be said about the Volksgrenadiers. And the Kednefer got annihilated again. Another barrage there to try and break up the enemy infantry assault. Sadly angled poorly, or at least predicted poorly, where the enemy are forced to move, thus overall wasting their barrage. That was definitely a bit unfortunate there for Angreifen's attempt at breaking up the enemy infantry assault. Definitely looks like he's completely given up and thinking that with simple spare project quarters he keeps trading fuel for munitions, which clearly means he's got some kind of strategy in mind. But the question is, what is it? He's just going to rely on assault artillery and then do nothing with it. Floating manpower again. He really should consider Sturmhoffs here to help his infantry fight a bit more, well, inspiredly. The Panzers are not really having much like dealing with such a large American force, in particular such a veteran American force, even when they give up for the fusion of their own veterancy. Quickly land Granati, more Panzers joining, we got in the line for the gun, but overall it doesn't really seem to get a lot of kills. Again, shot, but ultimately didn't kill anything. Clouds had finally got a kill, Sturmhoffs encountered with 2 Shermans and quickly forced off to their flank, very open there to a full-on assault by the way here from Clegg. Oh, man went off there, wiping out most of the assault engineer unit. A bit of a blow there to Angreifen's morale, one might imagine. Looks like he's trying to break out on the left flank. Volksgrenadiers leading the assault, but out in the open with Panzer 6 versus Shermans. Not a good idea there. We got the Panzer trying to cover up and stop that. Good hit down the veterancy to Sherman, but he is quick to escape the wrath of the Jagdpanzer. Certainly looking a bit harsh at the moment. And that demo charge really doesn't manage much. There you go, veterancy free for the pack howitzer. Trying to get the rifleman. There we go, got the demo charge. He didn't quite get the rifleman though. Almost, but not quite. A 3rd German arriving here for Clegg in his fight versus the Krauts. That Panzer IV misses again. Second shot though actually connects with its target and penetrates. Another shot there, damage engine as well on the Sherman, might be able to get there if he can sort of pursue with his Jagdpanzer IV. They will have no infantry to spot the way for him, which certainly limits his effectiveness at the moment. Here we go though. Ah, missed again. Oh dear, and there we go. A dangerous thing they're doing with the Jagdpanzer. He went in blind, and we saw here that Clegg had him outthought and quickly flanking there with his M10 Wolverine. Jagdpanzer IV is pretty much screwed. And there we go. We got penetrating rounds there. He's got taking no chance, and the Jagdpanzer IV goes up in smoke and fire, leaving Angreifen rather short on anything he can deal with infantry now, or with armour. He's only got his Panzer 6 now. Getting another Puma as a sort of stopgap measure, but he's facing off versus a lot of tanks and a tank destroyer, so it's going to be limited what a single Puma can do at this stage of the fight. I mean, it was even limited what the Jagdpanzer IV could do. So now, Angreifen is definitely a bit of trouble.
Ready for action.
Oh, did he move the... There we go. Still gets the foot a bit too forward.
Ready for action.
There we go, got the Puma on the way. Another damage engine there for an enemy tank. Ooh, Ballast, they almost got the unit on retreat. I mean, that tank guard is really mean.
50 points remain.
And they almost got it, almost got the Stukas of Fuss, but not quite, not quite. And at the same time, playing this German, most of his vehicle crew got killed. Now there's only one man left. I don't think he can drive it. That was definitely an unfortunate development right there for Clegg. He might have just handed over and tanked his opponent right there. That could definitely give Angreifen what he needs to be able to get out of there, though quickly forced off the field there. Can he get his vehicle crew back together as quickly as possible and into the fight? Or will Mr. Angreifen somehow seize that Sherman and turn against his American opponent? There you go, almost got the Sherman, almost got it, but there you go. Close to getting the Puma as well. Akenmev moving up, Folska's moving ahead. And there you go, he took back the Sherman, recruiting it with some assault units, so there's the Veterans E3 one. So he has to be a bit bold, and he has to be willing to risk them, it would seem, rather than hand over Sherman to his opponent. There you go, we got the M10, he got the M10 kaputt, nicht mehr. Yankee Panzer is kaputt. Almost got the Sherman, so there we go, he lost his assault, he's even lost the flamethrower. Though I'm a bit interested to see how that happened, you know, out of a flaming tank, a flamethrower apparently flies out and someone goes, you know, I think I'll pick that up. It just came out of a burning tank. Are you crazy? Well, yeah. Okay, then go ahead. And there you go. He's ending in the 105mm Sherman there. Other Sherman under fire from the Puma. They're very safe distance here with the Puma. Very safe distance. Not taking any chances there. Still no sign of breakthrough tactics. I have to say I'm a bit disappointed at that. Still pioneer units taut.
Lost a squad of infantry.
Very taut.
Our resource sector
Took
has
them
been
quite a
cut
while
off.
there to reach Veterans E3. Another interestingly not well predicted Stuka barrage there. Did a bit of damage there, but ultimately points not looking good there for Angreifen. That pretty much looks like GG and a victory there to Clegg. Puma down. Puma down. Damage wise, we're noting he still was ahead in damage, but kill wise he was definitely falling behind.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
And there you go. Panzer Fusiliers on the run. And about to get killed.
Under fire from the Panzer Shrek!
A white phosphorus barrage. That's only making things easier for the Sherman. Just needs to drive with his 50 cal. There we go. Oh, GG from him. That is considered a bit rude when it's the guy who's actually winning calling it. Either way, game over. A loss here for Germany, a victory for the United States of America. Some interesting use there of the assault engineers, very aggressive use of it, good use of the howitzer, tanks and whatnot. Even the tanks was a bit there. Overall, good play there by Clegg. He had a good strategy in mind and he executed it quite nicely. So that's overall quite a big thumbs up. He could have considered maybe some upgrades further besides grenades, like bazookas or maybe some BARs, but that's ultimately at his discretion. But overall, good use of things here. On the other hand, for Angreifen, it was not quite a strong game there. Overall, I would say his strategy had a bit of flaws again. I mean, he aimed basically for these two. He relied on Jagdpanzer IVs and Pumas, in particular considering the terrain here. It's not really a good Jagdpanzer IV map. Granted, there's not a lot of maps that are that. But he really, I mean, he had a much better chance earlier of going for the Puma, for the Schwerpanzer Quarters Orbital Darden and Panthers, and I think he should have gone for that. Rather than that, you know, he went for something else, and that overall, I think, hurt his chances considerably. That combined with some mistakes, and the fact, you know, compared to his opponent, he made a rather poor use of his commander. He went for a few Panzer Fusiliers, a single assault artillery barrage. There was no officers, there was no breakthrough tactics whatsoever. I mean, overall, I mean, it was not a good doctrine there chosen by Angreifen because he didn't make good use of it. So I would say that's something he definitely could have worked on and done a lot more with. I mean, had he made use of breakthrough and the offers, I think he would have had a much stronger game as well. I also think the problem was partly getting all those faults candidates all of a sudden. They didn't really do much for him at that point of the game, and he should have opted for either something a bit more combat effective. So there were some problems there for Angreifen. He managed to hold up quite reasonably well. He did some damage, I mean, that's certainly, but in the end he wasn't really able to take it anywhere and deliver some more critical blows and throw his opponent off balance, and that was a bit of a problem there. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. If you did, want to subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, you know, send it to your friend and provide some feedback in the comments. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers, and thank you all for watching.